without further ado, here's the board game. Now, you know how the board game works. We pick two famous people who are very boring. We compare them both, and then I get to decide who's the biggest bore. So tonight on the board game, who's more boring? Louis Pasteur or Pete Sampras? Well, on the one hand, Louis Pasteur was a scientist who's known for his breakthroughs in the prevention of diseases. Pasteur is most remembered for inventing a process to stop milk from making people sick. This process of stopping people from getting sick, unfortunately, doesn't apply to listening to the music of Maroon 5. Louis Pasteur is the father of 19th century germ theory. In the 1800s, people weren't aware that germs can cause illnesses, and Pasteur discovered that washing your hands is essential to stop the spreading. This came as news to many people in the 19th century and to other people in the past few months. Louis Pasteur is most famous for developing the process to sanitize milk known as pasteurizing, which means that if I had made this discovery before Pasteur did, we'd all be saying that the milk had been Watkinsized. That's a thinker. On the one hand, Pete Sampras is a former tennis champion who won 14 Grand Slam singles titles. I've never played or watched tennis, but I have ordered 14 Grand Slam breakfasts at Denny's, which contains milk that's pasteurized. In the late 1990s, Pete Sampras dated actress Kimberly Williams Paisley, and the rest is history. Pete will be remembered as the greatest tennis player of all time, and Kimberly Williams Paisley will be remembered as, actually, no one remembers her. Pete Sampras won many tennis tournaments, but he never won the French Open, which might be linked to the fact that Louis Pasteur was French. However, what the two men do share in common is that Pasteur is associated with milk, and Sampras' style of playing tennis, which wasn't very exciting, was milk toast. It's a tough call, honestly, but if you had to pick who bores you the most, Louis Pasteur or Pete Sampras, the correct answer is Pete Sampras. And thanks for playing the board game.